Is our universe predetermined? Have you ever thought about this mind-boggling question? This inquiry takes us on a journey to explore the concept of a predetermined universe. Imagine a grand theater where every event, every action, and every reaction is choreographed to the last detail. That's the essence of a predetermined universe. It leads us to believe that everything happening in the universe, from the microscopic to the cosmic, is following a predetermined path. This path is not random or haphazard. Rather, it's part of a grand design or blueprint that everything in the universe adheres to. It's like a cosmic screenplay, written eons ago, predicting every twist and turn, every cause and effect. But don't let this overwhelm you. The universe is indeed a vast, complex entity. Our understanding of it is ever-evolving, ever-growing. As we delve into this concept, remember that the universe is a vast, complex entity, and our understanding of it is constantly evolving. How does science approach the idea of a predetermined universe? Well, one of the foundational beliefs of classical physics is determinism. This is the idea that the future state of the universe is entirely determined by its current state, and all the laws of physics that govern it. In this view, the universe is like a colossal machine, ticking away according to predictable, unwavering rules. At the heart of this deterministic view is Sir Isaac Newton's laws of motion. Newton's laws, which have been in place since the 17th century, argue that every action has a reaction, and that objects in motion stay in motion unless acted upon by an external force. Given these laws, if we knew the position and velocity of every particle in the universe, we could, in theory, calculate their future positions and velocities. This is determinism, the belief that the future is just a sequence of events set in motion by the past. But wait, there's more. The laws of nature themselves play a pivotal role in the idea of a predetermined universe. These are the rules that govern how the universe works, from the behavior of the smallest particles to the movement of galaxies. They are constant and unchanging, applying the same way in every place and at every time. This consistency suggests a universe that operates according to a set script. Yet it's not just about the laws of nature. It's about how these laws interact with the initial conditions of the universe. If the universe started in a particular state and followed the laws of nature from there, then everything that happens is a consequence of that initial state and those laws. This is sometimes called the initial conditions argument for predeterminism. But here's where things get really interesting. The deterministic view assumes that the laws of nature are perfect, and that they can predict every single event in the universe. But what if they're not? What if there are events that are truly random that can't be predicted even in principle? This would imply that not everything in the universe is predetermined. Enter quantum mechanics, a branch of physics that deals with phenomena on a very small scale. Quantum mechanics introduces the concept of randomness and unpredictability. According to quantum theory, it is impossible to predict with certainty the outcome of a single quantum event. This seems to undermine the idea of a completely deterministic universe, leading to a fascinating tension between classical physics and quantum mechanics. Despite these compelling theories, the concept of a predetermined universe is still a topic of heated debate among scientists. The deterministic view of classical physics and the initial conditions argument provide a strong case for a predetermined universe. Yet, the randomness inherent in quantum mechanics challenges this view. This tension keeps the question of whether our universe is predetermined a thrilling area of ongoing research. Quantum mechanics, however, introduces a twist to the idea of a predetermined universe. Quantum mechanics is a branch of physics that examines the world at the smallest scales, including particles like electrons and photons. An intriguing aspect of quantum mechanics is the inherent randomness and uncertainty it brings to our understanding of the universe. This randomness directly challenges the deterministic view of the universe where everything is predetermined. In a deterministic universe, the past, present, and future are all set in stone. The state of the universe at any given moment is determined by its state at previous moments. This suggests a kind of cosmic clockwork where everything ticks along predictably. Quantum mechanics, however, paints a different picture. It introduces the concept of quantum superposition, where a particle can be in multiple states simultaneously until observed. Until that observation, all those states or potential realities exist at once. This is famously illustrated by the Schrödinger's cat thought experiment, where a cat in a box is both alive and dead until observed. This nature of quantum mechanics introduces a degree of randomness and unpredictability into the universe. The outcome of a quantum event cannot be predicted with certainty. Instead, we can only predict the probability of different outcomes. This suggests that the universe might not be as predetermined as we might think. Here, we encounter a clash between the deterministic view of classical physics and the probabilistic view of quantum mechanics. The universe, according to quantum mechanics, is not a clockwork machine ticking along a predetermined path. Instead, it is more like a roll of dice, with multiple potential outcomes. So, what does this mean for our understanding of the universe? It means that the universe might not be as predictable as we once thought. The inherent randomness and uncertainty of quantum mechanics introduce the possibility of multiple potential realities, challenging the idea of a predetermined universe. Quantum mechanics, therefore, adds a layer of complexity to our understanding of whether or not the universe is predetermined. Philosophy, too, has grappled with the idea of a predetermined universe. Let's take a journey through time and explore how philosophers have interpreted this concept, from the ancient Greeks to modern thinkers. Our journey begins with the ancient Greeks, who introduced fatalism, the belief that all events are fixed in advance so that human beings are powerless to change them. This philosophy was deeply ingrained in their mythology, with the moirai, or the fates, spinning, measuring, and cutting the thread of life, determining the course and end of every individual's life. Fast forward to the Enlightenment era, we encountered determinism, another philosophical theory that has been central to the debate over predetermination. This theory, in contrast to fatalism, argues that all events, including human actions, are ultimately determined by causes external to the will. Some philosophers like Baruch Spinoza and later Friedrich Nietzsche even suggested that this deterministic view of the universe negates the concept of free will. In the 20th century, this conversation took a quantum leap forward with the advent of quantum mechanics. Philosophers and physicists alike grappled with the implications of a universe that seemed to behave probabilistically at the smallest scales. This led to new philosophical perspectives such as indeterminism, which posits that not all events are predestined, but rather, some outcomes are truly random and without prior cause. And then there's compatibilism, a philosophical perspective that attempts to reconcile determinism with the concept of free will. Compatibilists argue that freedom can be present even in a deterministic universe, as it is not about the ability to alter the course of the universe, but rather about acting in accordance with one's own desires and values. Across the ages, philosophy and science have intertwined and clashed over this intriguing question. The idea of a predetermined universe challenges our deepest beliefs about freedom, randomness, and causality. It's a fascinating dialogue that continues to evolve remarkably, both in the quiet halls of philosophy and the bustling labs of science. So, after all this, is our universe predetermined? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? We've journeyed through the scientific theories and philosophical perspectives, all trying to unravel this cosmic mystery. To recap, we've explored the idea of a predetermined universe from both a scientific and philosophical standpoint, each with its own complexities and challenges. On the scientific front, we delved into the deterministic laws of classical physics. These laws, which govern everything from a falling apple to the orbit of planets, suggest a universe where future events are predictable based on the present. But then, we encountered quantum mechanics, with its inherent uncertainty and randomness. Here, the future seems less like a written book and more like a game of probabilities. From a philosophical perspective, we've grappled with the notions of free will and fate. Predetermination seems to strip us of our agency, suggesting that our lives are like scripts that we're merely acting out. But some philosophers argue that free will and determinism can coexist, a concept known as compatibilism. But where does all this leave us? Are we just puppets in a cosmic play, or do we have a hand in writing our own stories? The truth is, we don't have a definitive answer. The question of whether our universe is predetermined is still a subject of ongoing research and debate. Science is continually evolving, and with each new discovery, our understanding of the universe deepens. Theories are refined, discarded, or replaced with new ones. The universe, it seems, isn't keen on giving up its secrets easily. Whether predetermined or not, one thing is certain. Our quest to understand the universe is a fascinating journey that continues to challenge our perceptions and push the boundaries of our knowledge. Life, with all its unpredictability, is the greatest mystery we're all part of. And perhaps in seeking to comprehend the universe, we're also seeking to understand our place within it. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share my YouTube channel if you are interested to see more videos like these. Thanks for watching.